It seems that the Cardano ecosystem doesn't sleep. The developers, everyone that's building these brand new dApps that we're waiting for, have been progressing through the holiday season and delivering more things, more updates for us within the ecosystem. Now, this news update will go through a whole bunch of different projects that have announced a couple of things, talked about their updates, etc. So I'm really excited to get through this. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast.
Hey everyone, I'm Peter Buey. If this is your first time here, give me that thumbs up, click subscribe, click on the notification bell, and you hear more really cool Cardano related updates, news items, and interviews around the Cardano ecosystem really soon. First off, I have a update post from Meld. They've been working through their solution and the ISPO is over. You can read a post all about it and learn more about what your alternatives are now that the ISPO is over. Please make sure you move your delegation. There are still a lot of delegation to their pools and they have retired, so you won't get anything out of it. So please make sure you update your delegation. First off, this blog post that they put out recaps everything that they've done throughout the year, their experience in contributing to various repositories and dependencies, etc. that they've been working on. The last little item here that I'd like to highlight is their developer experience in working in Cardano. Cardano is still very new and relatively young compared to some of the more mature blockchains that have had smart contracts for a longer period of time. The EVM, the Ethereum Virtual Machine, has been around since 2015 and has matured over the last 6 years to deliver a whole wide range of dApps and a vibrant ecosystem that a lot of developers have built on. Cardano Smart Contract Layer has only been around since September of 2021, and that's four and a bit months. Not long at all. And the developers at the moment are progressing through and developing on it rapidly, as quickly as possible. Now, there aren't as much tooling and all these other things around it to make that development easier. So developers are literally building these tools while developing their dApps at the same time. And I saw a post here on Reddit that was that raised that concern. It's a little feedback reading the article from Meld and then thinking, oh boy, something's going on here, this isn't good. And really, in reality, it is because it is hard building on a brand new programming language that was just invented. Think about that. So these developers are building through what they need, all the tooling, the PAB itself, the Plutus application backend, all of that needs to be finalized and really fleshed out before anything can be launched on the Cardano blockchain with full confidence. So we're waiting for that. This is the reaction at the moment that we're seeing. I'll put the links to it down below in the show notes so you can read a little bit more about it and form your own opinion in regards to what's going on in the ecosystem around that. Now, some other projects that have made a little bit of progress, and I really like this one here. This is Muesli Swap. They are essentially the first DEX to have launched on the Cardano blockchain. They are providing a exchange service that is decentralized exchange. You can find the overview video that I did there about Muesli Swap. Now, they have gone through and partnered up with M Labs. M Labs is a Haskell development company that are building and partnering with a lot of Cardano projects, everything from Playmint all the way to core Cardano infrastructure. They're they're working with all those projects to deliver some really cool dApps for the Cardano ecosystem. So the fact that now that Muesli Swap is working with M Labs to do their audit of their second version, their V2 of Muesli Swap, shows that they are going to most likely be one of the DEXs to look out for and watch in 2022. Now, another credit to the Muesli Swap team is the fact that they have been listed on DeFi Llama. Now, DeFi Llama is one of those websites that you would go to find out more about what DeFi protocols are available in the DeFi landscape in general, so that you could possibly jump in on, work out how well they're doing, what type of yields they're returning, etc., etc. So there's a lot of information here in regards to all the other chains and all the other protocols that have been developed and built. and you don't see anything on Cardano there. And this is one of the big criticizing factors in the Cardano ecosystem. So you'll find ETH maxis saying there is no value, there is no this total value locked within the blockchain. That's this wording here, the TVL. And if you look at other blockchains, other protocols such as Curve here, we have huge amounts of Ethereum or whatever it might be locked onto their protocols. And then if you look on Cardano's MuesliSwap, our only DEX at the moment, you can just see just over 1 million. And in fact, that is, okay, just over 1 million there on the Cardano smart contracts. So that's the total value locked at the moment, and we're going to see this grow. So they have led the way in regards to having a Cardano DeFi protocol on DeFi Llama, which is absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. So congratulations to the MuesliSwap team for putting the Cardano name out there. Thank you very much. The next news item here I have is more to do with more audits. The SundaySwap team have completed their audit with Runtime Verification, the company that they're dealing with to do all of their audits and go through all their code to ensure that their DEX is as clean and as secure as possible. Of course, there's always a chance that there may be a security vulnerability somewhere found in the future, but it's gone through that rigorous process of auditing and checking through all the steps, all the code to ensure that everything is in place. So this now puts SundaySwap a step closer to possible launch. I also did a video that broke down Pi's overview of the testnet feedback. You can see it in the top there, and you can find out more about how the SundaySwap testnet is going, its deliveries, and what they need to do next to actually execute and launch on mainnet. So we're very, very close, and you can make your own judgment in regards to when they could possibly launch based on those videos. Okay, my next news item here I have is with this project that is quite interesting. It's popped up on my radar, and this is something that exists on other chains, and it's called a mixer or a randomizer where you can send ADA to it. It will mix that transaction up with other transactions, and the output will go to where you intended it to. But because of that mixing process, you don't know where the ADA came from or where it's going to. It's mixed up with a whole bunch of other transactions and then spread back out to various wallets all at the same time. So it's a way to obscure the transactions so you can't see where ADA is going. So this is fantastic in regards to privacy, because if you're sending ADA to someone, you don't want necessarily to see where the ADA is going. You want to hide that process. This is how you'll be doing it. It's also bad in a way. It makes it more difficult for us to hunt down where scammers have stolen ADA and now is trying to exchange it out on exchanges or cash it out on exchanges. So it does make that part of the process harder. But these mixers are a great way to add that level of privacy to transactions so people can't, or make it a lot harder to track those transactions through. So it's a project to look out for. They were funded in Fund 6 of Project Catalyst, and they're progressing through their development at the moment. So it's something to look out for. Now, another project that I've been watching, or two projects I've been watching, is ViFi. They're doing some really cool things with their NFTs, and you can check out my latest interview there with Stephen, where we go through the updates of their platform and their brand new NFT, which is coming out. And also Magic Trick by off chance. He used to be a magician, so check that one out. But ADDAX have partnered with ViFi and brought out this ADDAX ViFi NFT token, where you can stake it to the NFT vaults on ViFi and earn ADDAX tokens and ViFi tokens. I think you can earn both. Or at least I know you can earn ADDAX tokens. So this will be coming out very soon. You'll be able to mint it on the ViFi platform, I believe, and then stake it to their NFT pools and earn extra tokens from it. So it's a really cool, unique way, and I absolutely love the NFT itself. It looks really cool, and I love the idea of staking NFTs to actually earn something. So that's a really cool concept as well. So my next news item here, it seems like Emurgo are jumping on the NFT bandwagon and opening up their own marketplace now too. I've heard in the early days that they thought NFTs were just a fad, will go away at some point in time, and there are more important things to develop and work on, such as the Yoroi dApp connector wallet, so the whole DeFi ecosystem can start thriving. But this here is an obvious move to the NFT marketplaces and everything that is really cool around it. They're building a curated version where they're helping artists, particular artists, to go through their buying and selling process of their artwork and doing some really cool things around that. So it's specifically for socially conscious digital artists. So artists that are doing some good in the ecosystem as well. So that's really cool. And I'll be interested to watch Fibbo, I think it's called Fibberite, that's right, Fibberite, and find out what they're doing with that in 2022. A similar project that I'll be interviewing very soon is Artano. I've got this interview lined up and coming out very, very soon, and they're also another curated NFT marketplace where they work with various artists and help promote their art through their platform. And they're doing some really cool things there. They've got some unique features. I haven't gone through them all yet, but click subscribe, and as soon as the interview's out, you'll learn more about Artano. And especially if you're an artist, you'll probably be wanting to watch this and find out and learn more about what they have to offer for artists in general. Now, this is a really cool news update. Milkomeda, if you haven't heard of it, they are building a side chain for the Cardano ecosystem that runs Solidity-based smart contracts. So this is a Ethereum virtual machine that runs on the side over here, and the Cardano blockchain's over here, and you can run your smart contracts on Ethereum and have them executed from the Cardano blockchain and interact with each other. So it brings in that level of interoperability between the two chains. So now you can deploy your smart contract on the Milkomeda sidechain, execute it from a Cardano-based smart contract, and do your swaps there, do whatever you do within a regular dApp on the Ethereum blockchain, but with Cardano-based fees, predictability of fees, and everything else that we love about Cardano itself. So you can see here, the Alessandro has done an actual swap on there on Milkomeda, has done a ICO trigger, and you can see the fees here. He's using the MetaMask wallet, and you can see the fees here. What are they? 0.09 wrapped ADA. That's for a transaction on MetaMask, so on Ethereum blockchain. So it's really cool to see, and I'm really excited about that. It will bring in a lot more developers onto Cardano because they can just port their code over from Ethereum and Solidity, deploy it on Cardano, have a trigger app written on Plutus to actually execute it on the Cardano blockchain, and then execute their smart contract on Solidity from there. So it's really cool. It's really exciting, and it will bring in a lot new developers into the Cardano ecosystem. So we're waiting for that to happen. They're on testnet at the moment. So this is actually live transactions on testnet. So they're so close to actually releasing this to mainnet. And as soon as we do, we may see a flood of new developers coming into the ecosystem that have been waiting for this interoperability to happen so they can get their feet through and into this unique Cardano ecosystem. So very exciting times. Now, another project that has gone from testnet to actually launching on mainnet is Carta Hub. I've been following these guys for quite a while now, and they've done tweaks, improvements, and all sorts of things to their platform, their NFT market platform, to finally release and launch it onto mainnet. So now you can mint your NFTs on there. You can buy, sell, trade your NFTs on there. You can connect your NAMI wallet, and it's all smart contract based. There's one really cool, unique feature that they have, and this is dual market listings. So you can list your NFT on the Carta Hub website here, and it will mint you a secondary NFT, which you can then, which is a mirror of your NFT on Carta Hub, and you can list that on another marketplace and draw more attention and users to whatever you're selling. So it gives you twice as much opportunity to sell your NFT. You can do it here on Carta Hub and mint your NFT for as low as 0.4 ADA, and then have a secondary NFT to list somewhere else where you can also sell it there too. Now, I did an interview with Long, and you can get to that there, and you can find out more about Carta Hub, how it all works, and I've also done a whole bunch of tutorials around it as well, and you can learn more about how to actually use Carta Hub and list your own NFTs, create your own NFTs. It's a really cool platform to work on. Another platform that has just launched on the new year is this one here called Drip Drops. Drip Drops is a token distribution platform. So if you're staked your wallet to particular pools, if you're staked to ADA Oz, for example, you can earn some of these unique tokens within their ecosystem. So to be able to get tokens on here, you have to go through an application process, and eventually there'll be a DAO around it where the decentralized autonomous organization will vote and verify which tokens be on there and which tokens won't be on there. And you can claim these tokens simply by going on here, entering in your wallet address, clicking on which tokens you want to accept. I'll just click on a whole bunch here. Oh, well, Stripper Coin, might as well get that one as well. And then you can go through that claiming process. Down at the bottom here, claim, click agree, claim, and then get your tokens from that process. Now, you do have to pay some ADA for this. In total here, this one is 4 ADA. Now, this amount is made up of several parts. So you do have to send some ADA to actually trigger and create the transaction. So there's a little bit of a transaction cost there. There is a fee that is required to send tokens back to you. So that's about 1.5 ADA. And then the rest of it actually goes to the platform and creators of Drip Drops itself. So it's really important to understand what you're actually paying for there and what you're getting out of it. So here we go. We're paying 4 ADA in total. Return, you get that 2.13 back to you to actually transfer those tokens, and there is that tiny fee there, which is fairly small, of 1.86 ADA. Now, it's really also important to know that every epoch, every 5 days, these tokens are refreshed on your wallet, and you need to do another claim to get more tokens. You can't accumulate these tokens over a period of time and get them all in one go. You actually have to collect them every single epoch, every 5 days. So if I was to collect these ones on today, the next 5 days, they'll refresh and I can collect them again. They don't accumulate over time. So that's probably something really important to know. Now, in regards to the projects that are on there at the moment, it's still very new, and some of these tokens that got on there are still very, very new themselves. Some of them don't have their white papers out, and we don't know much about them. So Drip is the one from the actual platform itself and will form its decentralized organization. Noom is a music platform that is looking at the licensing and royalties around music so that you can actually earn more through a streaming platform rather than the couple of cents that you might get from streaming music. And there's all these other tokens on there as well. Token, which is a part of the NFT marketplace of Token. Space Coins, which has been around for a long time. You can also get our Learn token, which is all around our learning management system that we're launching this year. We're working on through the details at the moment, and we'll get through that and release our white paper and everything else around it very, very soon. But I do have a post here that's about it. You can get to it from our main website, cardanonode.com.au, and you can find out more about the Learn token and what we're actually trying to achieve with it. Essentially, you'll be going through the learning management system, going through courses online, and you'll be able to earn these Learn tokens as well as potentially some other tokens as well. For example, if you're going through a course, a Wi-Fi course, you may be earning your Learn tokens and some Wi-Fi tokens as a congratulations, you completed the Wi-Fi course. So little things like that, which is pretty cool, which we're working on at the moment, and fingers crossed we get this delivered sometime early this year. We're going through a lot of development at the moment, but keep your eyes out for that one. And of course, if you didn't notice, there's also Stripper Coin on here. It's sure, why not? Stripper's got to eat. You find out more about the strippercoin.io project. It's just a way to tip strippers. Why not? There's a space for everyone in crypto, so it's all there for us, right? Now, an interesting conversation that came out of Drip Drops was the UTXO transactions that come out of it. So when you're transferring a particular token on Ethereum, for example, you can just do that one transaction only. So if I was to airdrop a token to you, I'd only be able to airdrop that one single token. Within the UTXO, in terms of Cardano, in terms of Bitcoin, you can split multiple transactions and do multiple transactions at the same time, which is really, really unique and really powerful. It means that I can literally distribute 10 different coins in one transaction at a very, very low cost. And that's really key. So here is a really cool article that talks about this architecture from IHK, and they talk about how a EUTXO model around 25 to 30 orders can easily be handled in one single transaction. So I can pay that many people. So if I was doing a payroll, for example, I can pay 30 people at the same time, distribute the funds to those 30 people, and have only one single transaction fee in there. I noticed this for the first time when I was going through the Plutus Pioneer program earlier this year or early last year, and the transaction that was sent to send out the Plutus Pioneers class photo was done in one transaction. I could see it that was distributed to many, many people at the same time. So I thought that was quite unique and quite interesting, and that was when I first noticed it. Now, competitions. Well, there's always some sort of competition around our channel and our Twitter space. So this week I've got a Podcast Pete Minecraft skin. So you can win this one. All you have to do is go to the tweet here. You need to follow the Astroboy Super account, which is my account, the Minecraft CNFT account, retweet, relike, tag 3 mates, tag 3 friends into it, and then follow our Discord channels, and you can win this very attractive Podcast Pete CNFT and Minecraft skin. It looks just like me, doesn't it? Now, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, if you do play Minecraft, this is something that you may want to pick up. It is a unique one of 25 character skins that were created. It's number 18 of the 25. So if you're lucky enough to win this, it will be a one-of-a-kind Podcast Pete. You'll be able to play this within the Minecraft world, and I believe there will be more and more Cardano Minecraft worlds coming up as well. So you'll be able to play with other Cardano players in this Cardano Minecraft ecosystem, this virtual world. Essentially, it's going to be a metaverse within the Minecraft environment. So that's it. That's all of my updates this week for the Cardano ecosystem. Now, if you really enjoyed this podcast, this content, please make sure you give me that thumbs up, click subscribe, click on the notification bell, and you'll hear more from me real soon. Oh, and by the way, you can also listen to the audio version of our podcast, which is completely different, unique content all around the Cardano ecosystem as well. You can listen to that anywhere you enjoy your favorite audio podcast. All right, that's it from me for this week. Catch it.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.